Hey guys, and welcome back to ARK on the Insomniacs server. I almost said the Sandbox Survivors. Wow. That's a bit of a habit that's going to take some time getting used to. So, things that are new. Well, you guys saw we built this already. This was built well before we planned out that war. Now, you saw at the end there, I was taming up Sharkbait over here, who actually has some levels. And then Bacon tamed up these two at the same time, or actually right around the same time. He also came on and he tamed up Mini Cooper and what is this one's name? Dustbuster. And then we also have a couple of dodos. We have purple flamingo. Wow. Dodorex, which is absolutely insane. Like, seriously, look at the health on this thing. That is, I think, from the tame. Like, I don't know that he's put too many levels into that yet. And then there's this guy in here, Expendable, which I think he might have actually tamed right before we recorded that first episode. Now everybody over here is sleeping. And I've made them all, because I'm such a nice guy, I'm such a wonderful person, I've made everybody metal pickaxes and hatchets. Now what I haven't made them, hold on a minute. How many? What? Somebody didn't need one. Hey, Restless, what are you doing here? Where'd you get them? Huh? I'm such a nice guy, and what? Not very nice of you. Not very nice of you at all. Yeah. Calling you out. Anyways, I've got them all dogpiled over here just for shits and grins. But today I actually have a small goal set out in mind. I actually spent some time. That's a problem right there. There, storage and crafting. I've gone through and I set up a nice little storage area here. I've got a lot of this labeled. I think this is one of the only ones not labeled, as well as this one. Yeah, we can add more storage in here later on. We can expand this outward, or actually, I'd probably have to go that way more. Probably will have to do something a little different with this ramp eventually, because that does make things a little trickier to get into. But it's not that bad at all. I mean, it could be worse. I also put in the smithy, and I made an extra refining forge. Technically, we don't need that one over there. But I'll leave it there just in case. Been doing a whole mess ton of crafting, or alchemy, whatever you want to call this. I've just been making a absolute ass ton of spark powder. Partially because I came on and we had absolutely no meat. Both of these were out of spark powder. So I went out, I did some hunting, and got us, and made us a bunch of spark powder, and, got us a lot of meat. This one needs labeled, I think. Relabeled, I should say. But yeah, that's about all I've actually done. I mean, I also made several extra beds, because death happens. It sometimes happens a lot. But one thing I made that I'm not sharing is this guy. Why? Well, partially because as much as I've been grinding out trying to get metal, I haven't had a whole lot in the way of luck when it comes to metal. I got enough to make myself one. There's probably enough in there to make another one. I'm letting that up to them. They can do it on their own. I'm a nice guy, but I'm not that nice of a guy. Now, we have a small goal I'm setting for myself. I have something, we originally, when we were discussing setting this up... Wait, ooh, poo. No, I swear it's not going to be that again. When we were originally discussing setting this up, we had discussed the possibility of having things kind of tiered out. That we would have certain tiers of dinosaurs that before you could tame, like, the next tier, you had to tame so many of the previous tier, or you had to do certain things. Now, the rest of the guys have kind of said, we're not really interested in that. That's just not up our alley. And I don't blame them. It is a limitation in this game that, you know, might not be fun for some people. For me, I kind of like the idea because it gives me some set goals. It allows me to set up some easy goals to go out and you know, every day I want to go out and I want to do this or I want to do that, and it makes me go, it sets something for me to actually sit there and say, okay, so we're going to go and we're going to do this today. So, the first tier involves mostly the smaller species, but a couple of larger ones. Let's open up the inventory here. Tier 1 involves dodos, Phiomia, parasaur, carbon enemies, dilos, Mystithicus, I can never say that, which is the small monkey, the oviraptor, kirikou, compy, and pteranodon. Now, I've put it that I want to tame 6 out of those, I believe 10, before I can move on to tier 2, which I will type up later. I actually already have it listed out. Now, some of you might mention later on that, ooh, levels. You know, there are probably going to be some newer dinosaurs that have been added to the game that are obviously missing from this list and from the other list. Those can be added in where I kind of see that they fit into the tiers. I'm some of this is arbitrary. Add to it, it is not a strict tiering group where I know for a fact that some of these are going to be kind of difficult to actually guarantee that I can actually do them as a whole. In other words, or before, you know, speak. I can't do this thing where I talk. Okay, so I'm going to try to stay as strict to that as possible. Those lists. Now, there are some exceptions, and most of them are more towards the more aggressive species. One of them being, say, I believe tier 2, I'll actually put a list up here, has raptors. Well, say while I'm working on this one, I haven't finished this tier up. Say I'm attacked by a raptor and I have enough to tame it, or I have what I need to tame it. Well, in that case, I have free reign to decide at that moment to whether or not to tame or to kill that raptor. It all depends on level of the raptor. You know, it's really kind of a, you know, moment of, okay, should I or shouldn't I? If it's a low level raptor, I probably won't. If it's something that it seems like it's one of those moments where, okay, this is something that I honestly can't legitimately sit back and say I can give this up, or, you know, say it's like a level 100 raptor, I will probably tame it because, well, you know, a level 100 raptor, that's a pretty decent level. It's something that you just don't want to necessarily miss out on. So, that's how we're going to roll this. And I mean, it's, like I say, it's not going to be, none of it's perfectly set in stone. And that's, you know, it was originally set up a few months ago when we were originally discussing this reset. And it's something, like I said, the rest of the guys have kind of said, meh, we don't want any part of it, not really our thing. And I said, well, you know, for me, it's just something I kind of find to be interesting. I'm going to get rid of this level What do I want to... You know what? We're going to put it towards fortitude because that's a thing we need to actually put towards. Also, what do we have unlocked now? Ballista... Nothing new. Nothing I really want right now. So, as for what we're going to do today, I actually have plans to kind of set out and maybe start on the path to taming some of these. Probably mostly going to stick to some dodos, because why not? So I'm gonna do some looking around for see if I can't find some decent dodos and go from there. We'll be back in a little bit if I find anything of interest. Alrighty. Okay, so I've been doing some thinking, and since I'm capable, actually I need to go back and make one. Since I'm capable at a fairly low level, and since it is on the list, and it's something that we need here at the base, I have an idea for the first tame of the night, at least. I have in mind, and you'll see here in a moment, I think I'm going to need a little bit of hide. Nope. Fiber. Well, I'll just say it. I'm gonna go after a Fiamaya. Oh yeah, I was right. Hide, fiber, and wood. It's something that we definitely need for around the base. And if I can snag one, even two would be great. Though I don't hold any expectations to that. We're gonna go for it. Like I said, it's gonna be necessary, and we need it for to run the base for poop purposes. Because poop is kind of, right now, a thing that's hard to come by for some reason. It's like everything is constipated, and nobody can poop. See? Look, not ready. But I'm never ready. So, I will cut here until I can find a Fiamaya, at least. I could tame one of them, but I don't want to tame a trike right now. Kind of want to go for that Fiamaya. It serves more purpose for the rest of the group. So, I will be right back. Oh, crap. Well, speaking of, going against my tames, crapola. Well, let me put you this way, guys. This may be one of those situations where I'm gonna have to cheat a little bit and go ahead for him, maybe? Level 36. He's not too bad either. It just depends on how he fares against that turtle. Do we sit back and watch? Oh, turtle's got him on the run. I don't know. Okay, he's totally ignoring us. He's so focused on the food right now. Yes! Okay, so a little bit of jumping in the tiers. We're jumping by one. Justification. seems legitimate to me. How does he not have meat in him? It's actually a really legitimate question right now. Okay, so we're gonna need to make a raptor saddle now. So that's a thing. Boop. Oh, I have the stuff to make it too. Nice. What's he running from? This things don't just go storming through somewhere, running around like that, because, you know, that just doesn't happen. Let's go ahead and switch back over to regular arrows here. Hi, Kelly. What do you want? Kitty, kitty. I have no idea what that parasaur was running from, if anything. Like, normally they don't go running through like that. That's kind of weird. You are going to be a wonderful first tame from... Oh, second tame, technically. So, I'm going to go ahead and cut until we get back... You know, until we get this little lady tamed right here. Okay. Just so we can add an extra one to the list... Oh, why is he running? Oh, did he... Oh, shit. That's a low-level female. Okay. We're gonna go grab... Oh, lag. We're gonna go grab some of the extra... narcotic I brought with me. Oh, yeah, she's almost done. I won't even need any more of that on her anyways. We're gonna just grab this little lady too. This one is allowed because it is actually on the list. This will actually make the second one I've got. Oh crap. Knocked the fuck out. That was kind of funny. Get knocked out, scrub. Another level 16 female. Okay. Okay. I don't think we're gonna need that many. I don't know what that is. Is that a... That's a Carno. Okay, him we kind of want to kill. Just because reasons. Yeah, we don't want him coming after us at all. Okay, got him. Alright, he's down. Yeah, we don't really want him coming after us. And I wasn't aware of what level he was or anything, so kind of just... That's one of those things where, okay, the raptor, I knew for a fact she was gonna end up attacking us in the long run. This guy, on the other hand, because he's stuck, he's off limits. This is a lot of meat. Just want to point that out. Alright, you come this way. We can give this to our little raptor lady over here if she's not done already. And she's done. Oh well. Hello. Okay, so... You're getting saddled. Why do I have 2 raptor saddles? No, that just... I have 2 raptor saddles. Why do I have 2? I didn't click it twice. What's up with that? Too heavy. Hey guys. How about... I think it's lunchtime. Yep, get stuck on the rock, please. Thank you. What level is this one? It's going down. Alright. Good job, guys. Good job. What was that? I saw a tail rushing off that way. How about we go back to base for news? And then we will head back out on this little expedition of ours. I still would like to snag a Fiamaya. However, I'm not sure how feasible it is at this time because I'm not seeing a whole lot of them. And they're one of those things where it's like, at least in my luck in the past, they tend to spawn in patches where you get a lot of them for a while, then you don't get any of them, then you get a lot of them for a while. It's kind of a hit and miss sort of thing. I don't know. Well, we have three Dilos technically now that we've tamed. A Raptor from tier 2. If like I said, I'm gonna put that up on the screen in after the fact. If I was smart, I'd actually have it keyed into XSplit and just pull it up that way. But I don't. I'm not that smart, so stupid people do stupid things. Spaz, where are you at? There you are. You know what? You two are getting names. Spaz. And let's go with Dork. Spaz and Dork. Why not? What about you? What do we name you? I don't have a name for you. When I come up with a name, I'll give you one. In the meantime, we're gonna cut here until we get back to base and I figure something else out, I think, because reasons. Hi, Trike. How are you? Yep, I'm gonna cut here for now, guys. Okay, so after delivering... So after delivering those two Dilos over to the base, I decided to hop on the Raptor and head out here. Ooh, those three are getting close. Head out and I'm going to try to keep looking for a Fiamaya. I think that's how you pronounce it. Basically, one of the... Well, that's a problem. Okay, so... That is actually a problem. I found a Fiamaya. Hold on a minute. I can't see. Oh, crap. He either doesn't see me or something. Hold on. Trying to... Where is he? Like, where does he keep going? I legit have no idea what level he is or anything. Oh crap. I didn't really want to instigate anything with him. See if we can't get far enough away that he gets distracted by something else. Hey there, egg eater. Get wrecked? No. Don't get wrecked. Ow. Okay, we're gonna have to fight. Ow. Get wrecked. Okay, yeah, he's gonna get wrecked. I hope. It's a level 12 trike. I can't seem to get on the raptor long enough. Level 12 raptor, it looks like. It shouldn't even be that big of a challenge for me to take on, but he is causing me some problems. This is kind of ridiculous to watch, because you know that trike's trying to kill him. And, I'm just kind of waiting for a Megalodon to come up and just snap up both of them, basically. He's dead. Now, I wish I could start taming these guys earlier, but as per the list, which I am going to pop up here in about 2 seconds, give me just a moment. Now, as per the list, as you guys can clearly see here, you know, I have to wait until tier 2 for the Dimorphodons. Raptors are obviously tier 2, as well as trikes, technically. Now, I did actually bump trikes up here to tier 1 originally, after, you know, as a, kind of a balance to the size, I guess. I really don't know. I was gonna actually do that because of the fact that Bacon had gone ahead and tamed up a trike early, and I'm like, well, you know, we can just go ahead and... Dear sweet God, what the hell? Level 4. The raptors are real on this freaking server today. Yeah. After Bacon had tamed up a trike a little early on, I had decided, oh well, I'll add that to tier 1 instead. And then the guy said, well, we're not really gonna do that because of content purposes. And I said, well, I'm still gonna kind of do it for myself at least. If you guys don't care for it, you know, if for whatever reason you guys aren't, you know, kind of caring for that too much, I will let go of the tiering system. You know, I just kind of wanted to add that little bit of challenge and, you know, make it so that, you know, I have to go through and get certain ones before I can... There goes one of the little monkeys. I can't get him yet, though. Not because of the tiers, but because I don't have what I need to tame him. I mean, I could sit there with berries, but berries take too freaking long. I think it's Dodo. Yeah, without looking, I'm pretty sure it's Dodo eggs that would allow me to tame him. Also, I forgot to get rid of this. Sorry. You guys could see it. I couldn't. I'm only doing one monitor right now. Second monitor's been giving me some hassles. I need a new setup, actually. Maybe that'll come when I get the new graphics card eventually. I don't know. Either way. We lost the only Maya I think we're going to find in this area. We lost to that stupid freaking raptor. This... I'll tell you what. Ark giveth and Ark taketh away. Very easily. This game will just deliver a freaking raptor to you on a silver platter. Are you kidding me right now? Level 12 male. You know what? Screw it. We'll take him home. My girl could use the levels. There we are. I think I gotta make a trip back to base because we're pretty full up on weight right now. This raptor can't handle much in terms of weight. I don't know that there's gonna be much of an episode because I can't find what I set out for in the first place. I could go for a couple dodos, but I know there's a few close to base I can snag instead, so I'm not gonna grab them clear out here unless I see a decent level one. So I'm gonna head back to base for now and kind of reformulate here what I want to do. I think we're just gonna go after a few more dodos, kind of round out our little patch of them, and maybe build a little bit of a pen to keep them in, keep them a little safer. All right, guys, I'm gonna make a quick cut, and we'll be right back. I think somebody else is on. I think it's Josh, actually. I think Josh is on. Find out here in a second. So, my decision is more or less made at this point. I'm just gonna snag us a few more dodos and probably call it a night, just because... Oh, Christ! Josh, you prick. Okay, so, yeah. Gonna grab these couple dodos. And he's down already. That was quick. Where'd he go? That explains it. He's fairly low level. I might not even need any of that narcotic. Yeah, he's going up quick. Wow. Hold on, guys. That might make it easier for you guys to see. But yeah, we're just gonna tame up these guys, the couple of dodos, and I'm calling it a night. Call this video an end. Thanks for watching. Sorry it wasn't that great of a video. Unfortunately, you know, things didn't go my way, as they have a tendency to do. So, I'll see you guys in the next one.